So Manchester City take on Spurs tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. and we're going to get a look at my predicted 11 and my predicted score. So Spurs are our bogey team. They always treat us like a Champions League final, and a lot of people are looking at this game as like the benchmark, the real test of whether City are back. I think personally we are back, but let's have a look at a few things that could affect the game, could affect the game. Number one, Spurs have injuries, some key injuries to key players. Dragusin, Kulusevski, Udogi, Bissouma, Maddison. List goes on. I think there's like another 3 or 4, but they're like the main players that will be affected, or Spurs will be affected by missing. So let's have a look at some players that will affect the game in a positive way. Kudus, Porro. I think if we've got Aitnori down the left, if Aitnori's playing at left back, I think Kudus and Porro are going to be a nightmare for Aitnori. Obviously, we've seen him get spun a few times when we played against Wolves. But is that because Wolves know how Aitnori plays? I think it's a case of that. I think Wolves know how Aitnori is as a player. I think that is one of the main reasons that they were able to get past Aitnori. Normally, I look at Aitnori and I think, oh yeah, you're quite solid. But it was just that. I think it was just that it was Wolves. Aitnori coming from Wolves made a difference. So I don't think he'll get spun like he did the other day against Wolves. Kudus and Porro could be a problem. I don't think it will be. Number 3, Manchester City versus Spurs. Pink slips on players. Tottenham has said, hey, listen, if we beat you, give us 10 million off Savio. Obviously, I'm joking. This is real world. I think Savio, after this game, stuff gets done. I think Tottenham either get a resounding no, it's not happening. You're not getting Savio, or Tottenham give us big cash. At which point we do go in for Rodrigo. I think there's been a timer put on it. Last night, Rodrigo come out and said that he's asked, or sources had said that Rodrigo had asked Real Madrid to sell him, which puts a time limit on this Savio thing. So the sooner this game comes and goes, the better for the people that want Rodrigo, for the people that want to get rid of Savio. This is your moment. After the game, that is when you're going to see some real progress made in that deal. Whether Levy pays up the cash that he needs to pay up remains to be seen. I had a thought before. I thought maybe we're just trying to piss Spurs off. Maybe we're just trying to piss Levy off because we were supposed to get Kane, and they basically made us go into the season without a striker. I think that was the season that Foden played false nine. City as a club, they're going, you know what, they did it to us, let's do it to them. They're going into this without a left winger. Brennan Johnson, he's all right. He can do a job. Number 4, the most important one, Daniel Levy is a dickhead. Simple as that. That's number 4 done. So let's go through my starting 11. Injuries to Savio, apparently, Vardiol and Kovacic, means I'm going for, in goal, Trafford. I know Bachowski said that Ederson would end up in goal. I don't think so. I think it's going to be James Trafford. I think Trafford plays now until he makes a mistake, if he does make a mistake. And then, Ederson will get his chance again to come back in and prove what he's got. Moving down, I've got Stones at right back, just for a bit of solidity. I think Stones at right back, we've seen it before. He can go into the midfield, and obviously, which means Reinders can go further forward, leaving. Well, I don't want to give too much away yet, but yeah, let's just put Stones at right back. Diaz, right centre back, Husanov, left centre back, or vice versa, and Aitnori at left back. Quite solid, yeah, quite solid. And then in 6, we got Rodri. Rodri's back. Obviously, I'm joking. I don't think Rodri's going to start. Pep said he's ready, but I don't think he's going to start. I think Nico G starts again, with Rodri coming on as a double sub with another player that's just come back and is ready. That's Phil Foden. So yeah, I think Rodri comes back in the 70th as a double sub with Phil Foden, and yeah, next to Nico G, I think we have Reinders. Reinders in the 8. Bernardo was a floating 10, coming deep to collect the ball. I think I think we'll see something similar to what we've seen last game. And then further forward again, we got Bob right wing, Haaland in the 9. And then Marmoush at left wing. Let's try and solve a couple of the problems from last game where Doku couldn't do what he needed to do. Let's try and put Marmoush there. And Marmoush wasn't great when he come on either. But, with a full 90, maybe Marmoush can get into the game a bit better. And now for my score prediction. I think 2-0 to Manchester City. I just think we got too much for them. I think with their injuries and our squad being back to the strength it is and the depth we've got, I think we'll have too much for them. I think they'll go on the attack, and I think Aït-Nouri down that side with Marmoush, I think we'll have too much for them. Yeah, I think an early goal from Oscar Bob, and then a Cherky 80th minute goal just to shut up shop. I think, obviously, this is all predictions, you know. Nobody can tell the future. We can just guess. That's all we can do is guess, and that's my prediction, 2-0. But I want to know your predictions. Let me know what you think we'll do. Let me know how you think we'll line up. Let me know how you think Rodri's going to come back. Let me know what minute he's going to come onto the pitch. And let me know if you think he's going to start. And give me your score predictions. Who's going to score? What minute's going to be scored? And yeah, like the video, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.